that Congress is righteous in what they're pursuing with the criminal referral, they're still a partisan elected body. And even a bipartisan committee of Congress is still a political body that sort of puts the thumb on the scale of the Justice Department. So imagine if then the Justice Department proceeds with charges that they would have pursued anyway. There's at least that question that they were spurred to do what they do, what they did on account of an act by Congress. So it doesn't matter. Again, as I've said on your program before, the Justice Department will proceed regardless of what Congress does, but it does put them in a somewhat tricky position of having to at least answer the question of whether their prosecution was political.
John, I mean, when it comes to charges being considered obstruction of official proceeding, insurrection, conspiracy to defraud the federal government, if the DOJ were to pursue them, how high is the bar for those in a court of law?
Well, of course, it has to be proved beyond a reasonable doubt in a federal court, in a criminal proceeding like this, and that's the highest standard of proof. So they, unlike this committee, which is relying on hearsay in occasions, they have to get to the source of everything. They do have the tools at the Department of Justice to do that, something the committee doesn't. So they do rely on hearsay because they trust the source they're getting it from. So what's going to happen at Justice is really much different than what's happened at the committee. But this committee is taking such a historic look at the presidency at such an important time that I think their work is really going to be remembered long, long, long after Monday.